Imagine yourself traveling back in time, delving deep into the history of philosophy. Stoicism, an ancient school of thought that transcends the centuries, emerges as a bright light, illuminating the path to a deeper understanding of life and overcoming challenges. It's a fascinating journey through the minds of the Greeks and Romans who shaped this philosophy with unwavering foundations of wisdom, courage, and justice. Wisdom, the first pillar, is like the lighthouse that guides our navigation through life. It teaches us to discern between what we can control and what is beyond our reach, allowing us to focus our efforts and energies on the things that truly matter. Wisdom is the light that dispels the darkness of ignorance, guiding us in the pursuit of serenity and virtue. Courage, the second pillar, is the flame that burns in our hearts, empowering us to face challenges with unwavering determination. It encourages us to embrace adversity and turn it into opportunity. With courage, we can confront the unknown with heads held high, ready to overcome obstacles and grow as human beings. Justice, the third pillar, is the balance that harmonizes our actions and relationships with the world around us. It reminds us that true virtue lies in fairness and empathy, in the quest for a world where harmony prevails. Justice guides us in building strong relationships based on integrity and mutual respect. As we explore each of these pillars, we delve deeper into the heart of Stoicism. Each pillar is a cornerstone in the construction of a fulfilling and meaningful life, a philosophy that invites us to embrace serenity and virtue as guides on our journey. Let us now uncover the secrets of each pillar, revealing the wisdom, courage, and justice that have shaped this timeless philosophy. As our journey through Stoicism continues, I invite you to subscribe to our channel to further explore the secrets of this ancient philosophy and its application in modern life. Additionally, don't forget to leave a like if you are enjoying this enriching content. But before we proceed, I ask that at this moment you pause the video and comment, "I am at the beginning of my journey," so that we know our video is going to transform your life and join us in the pursuit of the wisdom, courage, and justice that shape Stoicism and can illuminate the path to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. We look forward to having you with us on this journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Wisdom in Stoicism. Deep self-knowledge. Self-knowledge in Stoicism is an ongoing process of reflection and personal analysis. It involves observing our emotional reactions, impulses, and thoughts. Stoics believed that by deeply understanding our own weaknesses and tendencies, we can begin to overcome them and act more wisely. Through personal journals and meditation, Stoics sought to know themselves more fully. The pursuit of knowledge. For Stoics, the pursuit of knowledge was a lifelong commitment. They believed that education and continuous learning were essential for the development of wisdom. Stoics studied philosophy, science, history, and other disciplines to gain insights into human nature and the world. Additionally, they valued dialogue and the exchange of ideas with other philosophers and thinkers as a way to expand their knowledge. Understanding the laws of nature and logic, Stoics viewed the universe as governed by natural and rational laws. They sought to understand these laws to live in harmony with nature and avoid conflicts with the world around them. Logic played a significant role in analysis and decision-making, helping them identify fallacious arguments and make decisions based on evidence and sound reasoning. The distinction between what is under our direct control and what is not is a fundamental part of Stoic wisdom. This is often summarized in Epictetus's famous Stoic dichotomy of control. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. Wisdom lies in focusing our efforts and concerns on what we can control, such as external events and the actions of others. Virtue as the supreme goal. Virtue is the ultimate goal of Stoicism, and therefore of wisdom. Stoics taught that virtue is not just a set of abstract ideas, but the practical application of moral principles in our daily actions. The four primary Stoic virtues are courage or fortitude, justice, temperance, self-control, and practical wisdom, prudence. The constant pursuit of these virtues was seen as the path to an ethical and meaningful life, acceptance, and tranquility. Stoic wisdom includes the acceptance of the inevitable realities of life. This involves accepting mortality, change, and adversity as an intrinsic part of the human condition. In doing so, Stoics sought to achieve mental tranquility, serenity, and inner peace, avoiding unnecessary suffering caused by resistance to unavoidable circumstances. Self-discipline and self-control. The practice of wisdom requires self-discipline and self-control. Stoics believe that self-discipline is essential to resist harmful impulses, desires, and emotions. It helps us stay focused on our principles and act in alignment with our values, even in challenging situations. Stoic wisdom in daily life. Stoic wisdom is not just a philosophical theory, but a practical philosophy of life. Stoics believed in the constant application of wise principles in all areas of life, from personal relationships to financial decisions. They saw life as a continuous opportunity for growing in wisdom and virtue. In summary, wisdom in Stoicism is a deep commitment to self-knowledge, continuous learning, understanding of natural laws, distinguishing between the controllable and the uncontrollable, the pursuit of virtue, acceptance of inevitable realities, self-discipline, and the practical application of these principles in everyday life. It represents a path to an ethical, meaningful, and successful life based on reason, virtue, and the constant pursuit of knowledge. Courage in Stoicism. Definition of courage. Courage, in the context of Stoicism, is a moral virtue that involves the willingness to face challenges, fears, and adversities with resolution and firmness, regardless of circumstances. It's important to note that Stoics didn't view courage as the absence of fear, but rather as the ability to act rightly even when fear is present. Courage is considered a fundamental virtue that underpins and enables the practice of all other virtues. Moral courage. Moral courage is especially valued by Stoics. This implies the willingness to act in accordance with ethical principles, even if it involves personal risks, adverse consequences, or popular opposition. Stoics believed that moral courage was essential for making tough decisions and defending moral values, regardless of external pressures. Courage in facing irrational fears. Stoics acknowledged that many human fears were irrational and based on false perceptions. Courage in this context involved the ability to confront and overcome these fears through the use of reason. This included the skill to challenge irrational beliefs that might be fueling fear. Acceptance of adversities. Stoic courage also included the willingness to accept life's adversities with serenity. Stoics argued that since many events are beyond our control, true courage lies in accepting these events calmly and dignifiedly rather than resisting or complaining. This doesn't mean passive resignation, but rather the ability to respond to adversities with resilience and determination. Courage in the pursuit of virtue. The constant pursuit of virtue is one of the pillars of Stoicism, and courage plays a crucial role in this process. This means having the courage to recognize our own faults and weaknesses, and the commitment to improve and grow as individuals. Moral courage is necessary to confront our imperfections and actively work towards a more virtuous character. Resistance to temptations and impulses. Courage in Stoicism is also related to the ability to resist harmful temptations and impulses. This includes resisting hedonistic desires, self-destructive behaviors, or actions that may compromise ethical and moral principles. Courage involves self-awareness and self-discipline to make conscious and virtuous choices. Fortitude in the face of pain and suffering. The Stoics believed that courage also manifested itself in the ability to confront pain and suffering with determination and dignity. Instead of succumbing to despair or self-pity, courage enables a person to face life's difficulties with resilience, maintaining moral and emotional integrity, self-discipline, and self-control. Just like wisdom, courage requires self-discipline and self-control. Control. This means the ability to control emotions, impulses, and instincts, ensuring that our actions are guided by reason and virtue. Courage demands a steadfastness of purpose that surpasses momentary emotional impulses. In summary, courage in Stoicism is a moral virtue that goes beyond physical bravery. It involves the willingness to act in accordance with ethical principles, the ability to confront irrational fears, serene acceptance of adversities, the continual pursuit of virtue, resistance to harmful temptations and impulses, fortitude in the face of pain and suffering, as well as self-discipline and self-control. Ethnic courage empowers individuals to act with integrity, determination, and serenity, regardless of circumstances, promoting an ethical and meaningful life. Justice in Stoicism. Justice is one of the central pillars of Stoicism, a philosophy of life that seeks wisdom, virtue, and serenity as a means to achieve a fulfilling and meaningful life. Justice plays a crucial role in this value system, providing guidelines on how individuals should relate to others and society at large. Let's explore the concept of justice in the context of Stoicism in more detail, enriching our understanding of this fundamental virtue, the essence of justice. Stoicism. For Stoics, justice is seen as a virtue that involves acting ethically, equitably, and impartially in all interactions with others. It goes beyond compliance with social laws or cultural norms. It represents a commitment to universal principles of righteousness and fairness. Justice is perceived as an expression of virtue and wisdom, being indispensable for achieving moral excellence. Justice as universal respect. In Stoicism, justice is based on the idea that all human beings share a common humanity regardless of their individual differences. Therefore, justice requires us to treat all people with respect, empathy, and consideration, recognizing their intrinsic equality as human beings. This means acting with compassion and dignity in all our interactions. Justice and virtuous actions. The practice of justice is closely related to other Stoic virtues like courage, wisdom, and temperance. Courage enables us to take just actions even when facing external pressures or personal threats. Wisdom guides us in making ethical decisions, while temperance helps us avoid impulsive or harmful actions. Justice is seen as the practical application of these virtues in our relationships with others. Broad application of justice. In Stoicism, justice is not limited to legal or judicial matters, but is applied in all areas of life. This means acting according to ethical principles in all circumstances and promoting the common good. This includes our daily interactions with family, friends, and colleagues, as well as our involvement in social and political issues. Virtues, justice, and generosity. The Stoics also believed that justice involved practicing generosity and charity. They argued that helping others in times of need was an expression of virtue and justice. However, generosity was seen as an action informed by reason rather than an impulsive emotional response. This implies acting with compassion and thoughtfulness, aiming to promote the well-being of others. Justice and honesty. Honesty and sincerity play an important role in the practice of justice in Stoicism. This involves being true to oneself and others, avoiding manipulation, deceit, and dishonesty. Justice is seen as intrinsically linked to integrity and authenticity in all communications and actions. Acceptance of just consequences. The Stoics recognized that in the pursuit of justice, we might face resistance, criticism, or even retaliation. However, they emphasized the importance of acting rightly, regardless of the consequences, accepting the just consequences of our actions with serenity. This involves understanding that doing what is right often involves challenges and adversities, justice and the global community. The Stoics also viewed justice as a concern that extends beyond individual and national boundaries. They believed in the responsibility to contribute to the well-being of the global community and the importance of promoting justice on a broader scale. This was based on ethical and rational principles and involved actions informed by reason and virtue. In summary, justice in Stoicism is a virtue that demands acting ethically, equitably, and impartially in all interactions with others. It is seen as an expression of virtue and wisdom fundamental to achieving moral excellence and living a meaningful life. Justice requires universal respect, the application of other virtues in all areas of life, and the promotion of the common good. It is a virtue based on ethical and rational principles, reflecting compassion, dignity, and integrity in all actions and relationships. Wisdom. In Stoicism, wisdom is the first pillar and represents a continuous pursuit of knowledge and self-awareness. It involves deep introspection to understand our impulses, weaknesses, and passions. Stoics valued education and philosophy as tools to expand their understanding of the world and human nature. Wisdom includes an understanding of the rational laws of nature and logic, enabling us to live in harmony with the world around us. Additionally, Stoics emphasize the distinction between what is controllable and what is uncontrollable, focusing on what we can control and accepting with serenity what we cannot. Virtue was seen as the supreme goal of wisdom, involving moral values such as courage, justice, temperance, and practical wisdom. Stoic wisdom also includes acceptance of the inevitabilities of life and the pursuit of mental tranquility. Courage. The second pillar, courage, is not limited to physical bravery, but involves the willingness to confront challenges, fears, and adversities with resolve, even in the presence of fear. Moral courage is especially valued, implying acting in accordance with ethical principles regardless of personal consequences. Stoics recognized that many human fears were irrational and viewed courage as the ability to confront and overcome these fears based on reason. Additionally, courage includes resisting temptations, the constant pursuit of virtue, and the ability to face pain and suffering with dignity. It is a virtue that requires self-discipline and self-control, allowing us to act with integrity, determination, and serenity in all circumstances. Justice. The third pillar, justice, represents a commitment to acting ethically, equitably, and impartially in all interactions with others. It goes beyond social laws, based on the idea that all human beings share a common humanity. Justice is intrinsically linked to other Stoic virtues, such as courage, wisdom, and temperance, and it is applied in all areas of life. This includes our daily interactions with friends and family, as well as our involvement in social and political issues. Stoics believed that justice also involved generosity, charity, and honesty. Honesty and sincerity were seen as integral parts of justice, reflecting integrity and authenticity in all actions and relationships. Accepting the just consequences of our actions, even when faced with resistance, was seen as an aspect of justice, as well as the responsibility to contribute to the well-being of the global community. In summary, the pillars of Stoicism, wisdom, courage, and justice constitute a profound guide for a life of meaning, virtue, and the application of ethical principles on our journey. Courage empowers us to face challenges, overcome irrational fears, and act with determination and serenity. Justice urges us to treat others with fairness, respect, and compassion regardless of their differences. These pillars are not just philosophical concepts, but a set of practical principles that can enrich our daily lives. They encourage us to seek moral excellence, understand the world with discernment, and face adversity with dignity. Stoicism offers a philosophy of life that promotes self-reflection, self-discipline, and authenticity, ennobling use to act with integrity in all circumstances. By incorporating these pillars into our personal journey, we can cultivate a richer and more meaningful existence. We find a source of inner strength to face challenges, grow in wisdom, and become agents of positive change in our communities and the world. Stoicism invites us to embrace a purposeful life where the pursuit of virtue and serenity leads to a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe. Therefore, may these pillars of Stoicism serve as guides on our journey, empowering us to courage and justice, and to achieve a full and meaningful life. Now that you are familiar with the powerful principles of Stoicism, wisdom, courage, and justice, I want to invite you to share your journey. Share in the comments, "I am a winner, I have conquered my thoughts, and made it to the end." Additionally, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more insights and inspiration on how to apply these principles in your daily life. Together, we can continue to pursue moral excellence and a full and meaningful life. Together, we can continue to pursue moral excellence and a full and meaningful life. Thank you.